Hey everyone, in the last month, KP9 has updated and released so many things. I just want to pick a couple of my top ones that I personally loved and a couple of things that we've got going on. So this is KP9 in review for the month of June. So one of the things I've always wanted to do with augmented reality is we call our experiences CAS. And forever I've wanted a CAS health. I've been designing experiences for the last decade. And when I first started, I really honestly wasn't thinking of data usage in so many ways. I was going, I want this to look cool, and I would try to throw the kitchen sink at it and make it look really hot. Well, as we did things that were remote and other things, obviously you learn as you go. So we released, after getting a lot of metrics over the years and what makes the most sense for what we determined what 3G would work best on 3G and 4G, LTE, 5G, and Wi-Fi. So when you design in our online browser-based WebAR studio, PrintCast, GeoCAST, or ShowCAST, they all have data metrics in the bottom. So for example, this says it's in 3G mode right now. If I click the eye, I can get a size and go, it's 5.7 megabytes. Just round it up a bit for its entire scene. So the scene has a video. Let's just play that. It has a 3D object. It has 3 PNGs and 3D text from our module, including the tracking data from the actual image itself. So to put that in perspective, I'm on LTE right now. Let me just share my phone. There it is. So I'm on LTE right now, full bars. So when I recog this print, which I'm about to do, I'm just going to go scan image, portal.worldcast.io. I'm going to look at this exact print that is in the studio right now. And it should find it fast and load the content fast. So the content loaded really fast. It's working really well, and was created, and it gave me the metrics. It's only 5.7 megabytes to the scene. Now we've put stuff in there that is like 100 megabytes, and even 80 megabyte MP4 and 100 megabyte GLTF, and now our system will convert to USGZ people for you guys out there to understand. It'll work on Android and iOS. We only make it so you upload GLB and GLTF right now. USGZ support is coming, which will convert it to GLB on our end as well for Android users. So we want to always be backwards compatible. We're all about having it work on all the platforms, right? So it's illustrated there. That loaded fast was easily created, and the model I was talking about with the video and bigger object came in at like 8 megabytes. With our custom solution, with our serving structure. A lot of people want to talk about how you can host your files on your own server if you want, but we've been in this game for a very long time. We understand what is known. We've done all the work over the last couple of years. That's why many people haven't heard about us in so many ways. We were focused on building the basement in a lot of ways, the structure, the serving component for the load balancing, the global CDNs, to make sure that when you make an experience with us, it's just going to work no matter where you are. If you're in the middle of a field with very low connectivity, it's going to do the best job it possibly can on any system to bring in that content. So I'm happy with the data metrics. That's for one. Second, released at the beginning of the month, was the ability to have the image health, to let users analyze the image. Now, if you're familiar with uploading images for natural feature tracking and detection, you'll know that some systems in the past may have had like a confidence level or star rating or so on. I don't want to get into comparing other companies. I want to make it a way that you could understand out the gate exactly what it was doing, the trackability of the image, the recognizability, how fast it's going to recognize against others in the database. If a agency is doing a lot of work for a certain company that has a lot of similar images, then you can compare against the database and go, yeah, there's a lot in here. We're starting to get to that point, and then that comes into the uniqueness as well. Those work together for how unique it is against the images in the database. And I'll get into more of that in the tutorial later on, but I'm very happy with that. And one of my most exciting things I've been working on for a bit with the team was to integrate Canva. So this was an image I uploaded from something a while ago, an event, local event. But in this case, say I want the content, but they updated the content, or a new designer happened to want to make something and then maybe their design shops aren't up to snuff, because most of these companies are like, a lot of these companies are even nonprofit in some ways that do a lot of events around here. So you can go select a new file and design on Canva, or edit if you already had the existing Canva design. In this case, I'm going to pick postcard, and I can design my postcard right inside Canva, right inside PrintCast Studio. So I can go through their templates, I can use their tools, I can just, so let's just grab a random one here. So let's go load it up. I can change the text, I can change the images, and I can just simply go and export to PrintCast when done, and it will bring that image in and replace the other one, or design one from scratch. Those are my 3 top for PrintCast that I'm very excited about, and the data metrics goes across all 3 studios and every studio moving forward that we have coming out in the future. So that's exciting. Another one that was exciting, I brought out a tutorial that's live on LinkedIn. All these samples I'm going to show are going to be in the comment section or the actual description box if it's going to be a YouTube video and whatnot. So let's move forward. So I released a GeoCAST tutorial that shows you how to upload fireworks to reality. This is exactly, so this demo, this shows you what you're going to create, and because we've been working hard on GeoCAST over the last month to make it even better than what it was. So basically, this tutorial shows you how you can go to any space in the majority of the world, either drop a lat long, type in the address, or just drag, drop, pan, zoom to the area that you want it in, come into our studio, grab the free firework that we're giving you underneath it. You can watch the tutorial, I'm not going to get into it, and place those fireworks exactly at that spot. So in that video you watched at the beginning, this is the dock that I'm looking at in the actual video in this design. So the fireworks appeared exactly where I'm going to be. Now that's an example of something that's in the distance, right? We can also make it so we don't incorporate SLAM in this. And there's a lot of reasons why, because we want to make sure that wayfinding and other components can be done across a lot of devices. And with SLAM, you know, the time of year, winter, everything else can start affecting things. There's a lot of, GPS is the way we went for now. So we can hit across iOS and Android on lower devices. We're not required on AirKit or AirCore. We're just using GPS tracking, and we can put it on wearables, and it works awesome. I can't wait to release some of that stuff. But basically, here's an example of how it would look if you place an object and you want to walk up to it without using SLAM and using the GPS positioning. At the size that we told it to be. Obviously, there's no occlusion or anything, but the element appears exactly at the spot I wanted it to on the intersection of where I'm standing. So if I walk up towards it, it should get bigger. And go underneath it, see? So I can walk right around it. All right, so that gave an example of how the content would look at it. In this exact scenario, I was showing, again, GeoCAST and showing how you can place content at a location that you want. In this case, it was a corner by right outside my office. And I was able to place it exactly at that intersection, as you saw, and I'm able to walk around it, placing content truly. And anything you can do in PrintCast, you can do in GeoCAST. You can place green screen videos, buttons, so you can place spatial ads. That's fantastic. Was there anything else? I think that pretty much does the month in review with those components. There's the Canva integration, the image the image health, the cast health, and the tutorial for how to place another tutorial on how to place stuff in augmented reality at geolocation. That is our month in review in under 10 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you create as always.